Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Jo, and in my channel I do all things fitness, lifestyle, fashion, travel, and just a bit of this and a bit of that. If you are new here, please subscribe to my channel. It helps my channel grow, and if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. In today's video, I am going to be showing you a few outfits that I have bought from Karen Millen, specifically dresses. When I was creating this video, I thought to myself, I initially wanted to do like a workplace haul video, and a lot of the outfits that I would wear if I was kind of like a Jessica Pearson or an Olivia Pope in the office, but that you could get on the high street. But the more that I added to my basket, I started thinking more along the lines of a day at the races, or just a day out and about if I was a first lady or a princess. So I don't really know what the theme is. It's just elegant, classy, chic. I think that is really the theme that I'm going for. Elegant, classy, chic, somewhat conservative, although that's not what I really had in mind. But this is just like a mishmash of really elegant, classy and chic dresses that you can get from Karen Millen. So like I said, don't forget to subscribe, like this video if you enjoy it, and let's get straight into it. So this first dress is called a Georgette midi dress. I got it obviously from Karen Millen. All the dresses are from Karen Millen. It has a beautiful angel style of like sleeve, angel wing, angel sleeve thingamabob going on both sides. It's got ruching around the neck, and it's actually fastened by buttons at the back, which you can see over here. I only managed 2 out of 3 buttons, but if you've been watching my videos for long enough, you know that that is a record. The fact that I can even do any buttons is commendable. They do have these 2 long drapey bits. I'm not sure if you're supposed to actually tie it around your neck. I think that might be overkill if I was to go round and round and round, because it's already quite gathered on its own. So I've just kind of left it at the sides to just drape down. It has this chunky waist belt, which if I'm being entirely honest, I'm not a fan of. I think it looks a bit tacky. It makes the dress look a little bit cheap, and I would replace this with a different kind of waist belt, maybe like a cute little Hermes belt or whatever. It doesn't have to be designer, but just a different belt. This just feels a bit tacky. I don't like this chunky rectangle thing, and it's super long. I've tucked it in a few times, but it keeps flopping out, and I just don't really like this. Let's get into the length. It is quite long. I like this. I love the fact that it's quite a long, conservative dress, but without looking like you're wearing sackcloth. I think sometimes when people think of conservative, they think you have to be draped from head to toe. I am largely covered up, safe for like shoulders and a bit of ankle, but I don't look like I'm just wearing a sack. There's pleating right from the waist down to the ankles. It's very nice and lightweight fabric. It's made of 100% polyester, which I don't understand why it should attract such a high price point if it's 100% polyester. But what do I know? I'm not in the manufacturing business. The back has a cute little peephole detail, and the zip runs from mid-back down to the bum area. It's an off-white color. I'm not sure if that's coming across on camera. It's not actually white. On the website it says white, and it also comes in a black, but this is not white. This is more of a cream off-white type of color, and I just generally quite like it. I quite like it. I actually think if you're looking for a rather minimal-ish dress for a registry wedding, you could probably wear this. You could actually probably wear this if you wanted to. I wouldn't, but someone could. When I first took this out of the packaging, I did think it looked a little bit see-through at the top part, especially the back. It's not lined at the back, but you cannot see my underwear through it, so I guess that's kind of worked. The front is lined, but this part isn't. So you can tell the difference between the parts that are lined and the parts that aren't. So this is generally how see-through it would be, or it is, at the back, which is why you can see a bit more of my skin compared to this middle part that is lined down to the waist part. Actually, the whole thing is lined, but just the back and the shoulders are not. So you can see lined, not lined. And one thing I will give you a heads up about with shopping from Karen Millen is one, that they are no longer available on the high street. They've closed all their stores permanently and they've been bought by Boohoo. And so you can only buy their stuff through their website. I don't know if they have any concessions left. I don't think they do. They used to have concessions in like the big stores like Debenhams, House and Fraser, etc, etc. But speaking of which, there's no Debenhams store anymore, so there's that. But the point I wanted to make is that when you shop from Karen Millen, they do not give you free refunds, which I think is quite tacky in this day and age, and especially given the kind of price point that they're selling at. Most of these dresses are £100 to £200 each, and I feel like if I'm buying an item for that much money without having first tried it on, when I receive it in my house, if I wear it and I'm not happy with it and it doesn't fit right or for whatever reason, I should be able to get my money back. But they do not offer free returns. I mean, it's a very slight minimal fee. I think it's probably like £4 or something that they deduct from your return. But it's 2023, it's a bit tacky. I think if very small to medium-sized businesses can offer you free returns, I see no reason why a brand like Karen Millen, who has the backing or the parent company of a massive business like Boohoo, cannot just offer their customers free refunds. But that's just like a little FYI. If you decide to purchase the items, you will not get your full refund. There will be a deduction. It will be minimal. But the fact that it's there at all is just a bit ugh. This next dress is a polka dot wrap tie linen dress. It's funny that they call it a linen dress because it does not feel at all like linen. But let me get into the things that I love. First of all, I love, 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 love this wrap neck kind of style. I didn't think about that sentence before I started talking. But basically, I love that it's got this fake lapel looking thing here, and then it has a deep V, but it's not really giving away a lot of the goods. The lapel insert goes all the way down to just under the bust. It looks and it gives the impression of it being a wrap dress, but it really isn't. Which, if you've been watching enough of my videos, you know I live for a fake wrap dress, skirt, trouser, pants, whatever. I just like the look, but without the finickiness and the hassle of actually having to wrap anything. I do love the way that it sits on the shoulders. I've got relatively broad shoulders and this sits very nice and snug. It fits really good under the arms as well. There's no gaping. And then it's got this wrap belt thing which you can take off completely or you can keep in. I have chosen to leave it on and just tie it to the side like the model did on their website. The length is absolutely fantastic. Again, I need to know what classifies as midi and what classifies as maxi, because this dress goes all the way down to my ankles. I would call this a maxi dress, but on the website they've called it midi. So, you know, I'm not gonna argue with that, but I think this is more of a maxi dress. It is down to my ankles and I'm wearing heels with this. It's got pockets. It has pockets. You know we love pockets on this channel. And I just really, really like the polka dot and the blush pink color. The polka dots look really nice and sophisticated. The blush pink makes it look a bit more feminine and, you know, just cute and girly. And I like the way that the fabric sits. It kind of just drapes on the body, but it doesn't turn you into just a sack of potatoes. It goes in at the waist, which is really nice, and it just flares out into more of an A-line skirt towards the bottom. This has to be one of my favorite items in this haul, and I'm so glad that when it arrived, it did not disappoint. This is a waterfall hem high neck midi dress, and oh, Honestly, this is one of the first things I put into my basket when I was thinking about shooting this video. It is just so sophisticated, so elegant, so chic, but also quite stylish. It's giving All Eyes on Me, it's giving Olivia Pope, it's giving Jessica Pearson, it's giving I Have Entered the Room. What else could you possibly be looking at apart from me? It's giving She Doesn't Skip Upper Body. It's giving triceps. Oh my gosh, let me get into the things that I love. Okay, obviously the neckline. Obviously, you guys know I live for a gorgeous neckline. It's high neck, it's covering your bust, but it's showing off your sculpted shoulders. It's also got a really lovely waterfall hemline. So around here, you can see it kind of cascades into a white pleated look for a gorgeous contrast. It's a midi length, so it's going all the way down, it's giving coverage, and at the back it's got a keyhole detail, which is just a little je ne sais quoi, a little bit of a tease, but without obviously being raunchy and exposing all your body. I really love this dress. It could be worn almost all year round, spring, summer, autumn, winter. In the winter, just throw on a cute little blazer on top and you're good to go. I absolutely love the contrast between the black and the white. I have another dress in this haul that has a similar kind of black and white contrast style, but this is just exotic. It's giving power, it's giving boss B, it's giving girl boss. Looking in the mirror, okay, so it just cascades, it drapes, it's got beautiful hemline, it fits like a glove. Initially I was a little bit worried that this might be a bit gapey, but as you can see it sits quite flush on the skin. It doesn't drape like some other outfits do. And the back as well, it's got a beautiful racer back, which again is showing that she does not skip upper body at the gym. Girls, I've said this before, I will say it again. Gorgeous girls do not skip upper body. You want to be able to wear a dress, look like you've been to the gym, you know, a little bicep 1 2 1 2, a little tricep, a little bit of a lateral raise. I personally would not add anything else. I know you could, if you wanted to, add a little waist belt just to break up the top from the skirt, but I think it's already broken here. The black and the white is already a break in the outfit. So up close, you're looking at it, you're thinking, oh, she's just wearing a simple black mini dress or simple black dress, and then BAM! You've got cascading pleats, white, all the way down to the floor. This dress is quite similar to the one I just tried on, which is why I worn this one immediately after so you can see the difference. This is a compact pleat midi dress with a high neck detail. It also has the same black and white contrast going on, and it's got a little side belt. I must say this is not overwhelming me like the last one did. This is not enthralling. It's not, I'm just not feeling the same vim. A few things are not working for me, but as always, let me start with the positives. Again, as per usual, I love a contrast. I love a black and a white, wrong way around, a black and a white in a dress. Especially when it's just like a burst or a little peak of white in the midst of a fully black dress. I really like that about this dress. It is available in all white or all ivory on their website, but I prefer the way this looked because again, the contrast is just a bit more eye-catching. It's a bit more statement to me than just wearing one color. Secondly, I do live for a pleat. You guys know I live for a pleat. Pleats, ruffles, feathers, detailing like that just really makes my toes curl in a good way, not in a bad way. I do also like this crisscross neckline. It actually is crisscross. You have to wrap it around and then it goes around. I won't lie, when I was trying to put this on, I did have to fiddle around for a second. Then I got stuck. I took it off and I was like, okay, wait, let's think about this logically. How do we put this on and then I nailed it. It does have buttons at the back, which were not difficult to put on. They're relatively big, especially compared to the likes of Mango and Zara. This was very easy. I haven't needed any help getting these clothes on. I do like the length as well. In keeping with the sophisticated, classy, chic, elegant vibe, it's a midi length. The white bit is a bit longer than the back, so it's a bit asymmetric. The white part goes down to my actual ankles, whereas the black part stops a bit more of a midi. So it's almost like a midi maxi or mid-axi kind of vibe going on. The back. It has a keyhole detail, however, this is where it starts to go awry. The back is just too much fabric. It is gaping. It's quite unsightly, to be honest, which is a shame because it's an otherwise gorgeous dress. I don't like the fact that it's gaping so much, and I don't know how they've made this error, because the first dress that I tried on just before this one, it was just absolutely flush. The peephole at the back was perfect, the neckline was perfect, the length, the fit, everything. And then I don't know what happened with this one. Just look at how much it gapes and it folds. And I've tried different ways. I've tried pulling it down to see if it will fit flush. It doesn't work. Also, the front is actually truly a wrap dress. So there are buttons in the waistline, about 2 buttons here, and then there's this belt that you fasten on this side. So it is truly a wrap dress. It opens out completely, apart from this neckline, which is a bit tangled, but it opens out completely. So when it comes to wrapping it, you can actually put your whole hand in there because it's truly a wrap dress. And you guys already know how I feel about wrap dresses. I'm not gonna go into that. So if you sit the wrong way, whoopsie daisy, you're gonna give everybody a bit of a show. But I feel quite comfortable in this. I don't feel like it's something that would expose me, and it's quite heavy fabric. Again, it's polyester. So that's basically it. I do like this tie belt thing, but as with most tie belts, when you've got a lot of fabric, it just kind of sits there. You're not really sure if it's coming or going. It doesn't detract from the dress. I still think it looks very gorgeous, very chic, but it's just a point to note that there's no way you can tuck it in around the back. It will just drape by the side, but it doesn't take away from the dress in my opinion. Okay guys, so this is the last dress that I'm going to be showing you today. It is a beautiful mint green double-breasted wrap front dress. It gives a kind of military vibe, but as well as really, really cute and chic and sophisticated and of course elegant, in keeping with the whole theme of this video. I really, really love the lapel. Although it's a little bit higgy-haga, to be honest. I wish it was a bit more structured. I don't know if that's something that I can fix by ironing it down flat or maybe taking it to a dry cleaner. Excusing that, I really do love the double-breasted lapel. I love the gold detailing on the buttons all the way down, and then it flares out into pleats. Gorgeous, gorgeous pleats. As always, there's always one or two things that are not quite great. This is a personal problem, as you guys know, because I have relatively broad shoulders and big arms. I do tend to find that I will run into issues with sizing around the arms. So for instance, that is quite tight. The back is tight. The biceps are tight. I cannot raise my arm beyond this, so that's quite unfortunate. And also the shoulders, you can see the shoulder pad ends here, whereas my shoulder is out to here. So that's a bit disappointing. You can clearly see that there's still this much shoulder left, and the shoulder pads end a bit prematurely, unfortunately. So yeah, be mindful of that. So the lapel is a little bit wonky, the shoulders are not wide enough, and yet you can see the tension. The arms are quite tight, so the sleeves just around my bicep, and of course the width of the back is also not really working for me, sadly, because this is a beautiful, beautiful dress. Like I said, the gold buttons are really pretty. They do say Karen Millen on them, and then it shapes into a beautiful set of pleats that go all around the back as well, which you can see. Ordinarily, I don't think I would have typically just bought this off the rack, but I already had this impression and this idea in my head that I'd seen this dress somewhere or a similar style and really liked it. The length is midi as per usual because, you know, we are keeping it classy, darling. The booty is bootying. It gives my bum a nice little silhouette. It's just really sad that the shoulders are not wide enough and the arms. The upper part, so basically from like here upwards, isn't great. The bust is fine. There are buttons on the inside of the dress that are fastening this side in, so it works like a typical wrap dress. So yeah, there is the element of leggy if you are not too careful. Yeah, so that brings me to the end of this Karen Millen mini haul, try on haul, whatever you want to call it. The whole theme was just sophisticated, elegant, classy, chic, and I hope that you have gotten that from these pieces that I have shown you today. If you have enjoyed this video, please remember to give me a thumbs up. It really helps my channel grow. It helps other people find my video as well. And if you would subscribe, it would mean the world to me because then you get to watch all my content as soon as it comes out. Anyway, until next time guys, see you in my next video. Bye!